Hello and welcome to a new video on my Far Dead channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the SD Gundam Cross Silhouette sisquiede Titans Colors version. This technically won't be a complete review of it as I don't have the Cross Silhouette frame, but when I do get one I will do a review of it inside the sisquiede. So let's get this thing out. So here we have the sisquiede with everything that it comes with. Two generic beam sabers and its I-field launcher. We'll take a look at that one later. The beam sabers just simply go in the hands. Yeah, that's a problem that this frame has. Yeah, they can just go in the hands. Like so. They don't have anywhere to go off of the figure, so I'm gonna get this I-field launcher put on him as it takes a little bit. Here it is with its I-field launcher attached. Pretty much what you do is you take off this handle, run it through the fist, reattach it to the I-field launcher, then weave this thing over into this hand. It's a very nice and very unique weapon. It's actually rather big, especially for an SD. So I'm going to get this off and go into articulation. So let's do the articulation of this thing from the head down. The head can look back that far. Can't really look up that far because the helmet will come up, but you can pull the neck back to make it look down a bit more menacingly. Then you can take the helmet off and move the mono eye from side to side. I usually leave it looking this way, as that's usually where its I-field launcher is pointed. All four of these little vernier thingies are on a ball joint. They can open up, but that's more for its high-speed mode. It's got a ball joint for the shoulders, so it can go 360. Its shoulder pad can go down, but again, that's more for its high-speed mode. It's got a ball joint in here, so it can go out about that far. It can't really go forward that much or back that much unless you're moving it with the shoulder, and its fist is on a ball joint. Its waist is on a ball joint, but you can't really use that to effect unless you pull it apart a bit. So, yeah. Its skirt pieces are on a ball joint, and its legs are on a ball joint in a rather inconvenient way as well, because you can't really display it really kicking because the way the ball joint is put in, it can really only stand, but it also has a ball joint in the foot and a hinge at the ankle guard. So I'm going to get this thing in its high-speed mode right now. So here it is in high-speed mode. Pretty much what you do is you take off the chest pieces and move them upwards, flip down the shoulder pads, take off the fists, and swap these little verniers and the waist pieces around and open them up. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to do this, but I like putting the eye in the back of the head just so it looks like the eye's not on. So yeah, not really sure what you're supposed to do with this. I'm going to get this back into its normal mode and do some size comparisons. So here it is next to the Sdcs standard Barbatos Lupus, my only other SD kit. As you can see, the Barbatos Lupus is a bit taller, but that may or may not be because this doesn't have the CS frame in it. Anyway, next is going to be a standard high grade. Here it is next to my custom painted RX-78-2 or my custom painted RX-78-3, whichever works for you. As you can see, a high grade is definitely much taller than it because it's a high grade, not an SD. And finally, here we have a standard 6-inch figure. Today, here I have the Gimli Cyclops from the Marvel Legends series. Now let's get into some final thoughts. So my final thoughts on the sisquiede is that it's a good kit. It's actually got very nice color separation, especially for an SD, and it even looks really good even without all the stickers, because the only one that I actually attached is the camera one and I guess the mono eye piece, if that counts too, as it was on a sheet, but I'm really not going to count it as it's a raised piece. My only big problem with it is the articulation, but like I said, the cross silhouette frame should fix that, and as I said, yet again, I will do another review on this, a part 2 if you will, when I do get my hands on a cross silhouette frame. So yeah, like I said, if you want this kit, I suggest you can get it. It's not even that expensive, under 20. I believe I got mine for around 12 or something, maybe 15. Anyway, see you guys next time.